Hello, my name is Terri Fagan and I'm the Director of Clinical Services at Consonus Pharmacy. By now, you've probably learned that COVID-19 vaccines will soon be approved and ready for distribution to healthcare workers and our residents living in senior care facilities. We have waited for this very hopeful and exciting news for over 9 months. One of my roles as a pharmacist is to provide unbiased and evidence-based education to patients and residents on the risks and benefits of medications. It is not uncommon for friends and family to also contact me for personal medication advice, as they know they'll get an honest answer even if it's not what they wanted to hear. As you can imagine, there are many questions about the vaccines as information is all over the news and social media. I suspect as a healthcare professional, you may be getting the same questions, and I hope this video helps provide some trusted answers around the COVID-19 vaccines. As I go about my work, I find that there are 4 key questions that people really want to know. 1, is the vaccine safe? 2, is it effective? 3, are there any side effects? And 4, am I going to be able to get it? So let me answer these one by one. First, is the vaccine safe? Clinical evidence and science guides me on the answer to this question. To cut to the chase, the answer is yes, the vaccine is safe. Here is what we know from reliable sources such as the CDC. After clinical trials, the first COVID-19 vaccines will receive emergency use approval, or EUA, from the FDA very soon, and maybe even by the time you see this. The FDA will confirm that the known vaccine benefits outweigh the potential risks. If anyone has any concern about the speed of getting an EUA, it is important to understand that while it's a shorter timeline, no steps are skipped in the safety evaluation process. The FDA is using the same strict standards that it has for decades. Emergency approvals occur only when there is a need for a vaccine quickly to save lives during a public health emergency, and safety is always the most important priority in vaccine approval. There are also independent advisory boards that closely monitor vaccine development to ensure safety regardless of the influence of vaccine manufacturers, money, and politics. Another safety concern that the media has been discussing is related to it being a new vaccine technology called mRNA, or messenger RNA. It is important to know that while this technology is new in vaccine production, it is already being used in cancer treatment and it's been studied for more than 10 years. This technology is complex, but I'll try to simplify how it works. The COVID-19 mRNA vaccines give instructions for our cells to make a harmless piece that looks like the spike protein that is found on the surface of the COVID-19 virus. Our bodies recognize this protein should not be there, so they will make antibodies that will remember how to fight the virus that causes COVID-19 if we are infected in the future. There are 2 important points you will want to remember to help dispel some of the myths from unreliable sources. Number 1, mRNA vaccine cannot give you COVID-19. And number 2, mRNA vaccine cannot change your DNA. The second question I'm frequently asked is, are the vaccines effective? Yes. In clinical trials, the overall efficacy of the 2 mRNA vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna was about 95% protection from having an infection. This is some of the best news for 2020. The effectiveness of these vaccines has exceeded the expectations of many. Keep in mind though, these vaccines require 2 doses, 3 to 4 weeks apart. You need both doses to get full protection, which will probably be about 7 days after the second dose. The same brand of vaccine must be used for both doses. One thing we do not know yet is how long the vaccine will be protective once we receive it. We'll know more as time passes and more research is done and data gathered. It's also possible that we may need to have vaccine shots for COVID-19 on a regular basis, like the flu shot. I should also add that it is safe to get the COVID-19 vaccine even if you've had COVID-19, and being vaccinated can give you longer and better protection against the disease. The third question, and one that's on everyone's mind, are there any side effects? Up to 1 in 10 people will have short-term discomfort that may include fatigue, headache, muscle pain, chills, fever, and pain at the injection site. These reactions will last 24 to 48 hours and are typically more pronounced after the second dose. They're also more likely to be seen in younger adults. It is important to know that this side effect means your body is doing its job and making antibodies. It's a good thing. These side effects are normal, common, and expected. It's also vital that we prepare people and help them understand that even if they get one of these reactions, the vaccine has not given them COVID-19. That would be impossible. When I think about the vaccine side effects, it seems that a day or two of discomfort is a pretty small price to pay for not getting COVID-19 or possibly dying from it. Finally, the fourth question I get asked a lot, am I going to be able to get the vaccine? Yes, absolutely. The CDC has recommended that healthcare workers receive top priority, and I hope as a fellow healthcare professional, you will take the lead to set an example and educate others on the importance of getting this vaccine. It is true, vaccines do not save lives, vaccinations do. So we need to be prepared to vaccinate with confidence and let people know it's the most important step they can take to bring an end to this terrible pandemic. Getting the vaccine is simple, and it will protect each of us and our families, keep our residents safe, and help stop spread of COVID-19 in our communities. Hope is finally on the way, and I have no doubt that these vaccines will help put us back on the road to recovery. Obviously, we've just scratched the surface of this vital topic, so please, don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. As you can imagine, this is a rapidly changing topic, and we are committed to keeping you updated as changes occur. Check our website under Pharmacy COVID-19 Updates for the latest information. As your pharmacy partner, know that Consonus is with you every step of the way as we navigate the weeks ahead. Thank you.